Alright, hello this is Demon. So, completing Mass Effect 1 is my main goal for today. So, if you guys remember where we left off at, we just finished Novaria. Liara was able to speak to her mother one last time before she died. Kind of our fault. But we can't hold really too much responsibility. Again, the fact is, thanks to Sovereign and Saren, it resulted in her death because she was manipulated through indoctrination. So again, this is like pretty much the first steps where you kind of get an idea how indoctrination works. I think that I was always curious as to whether BioWare was always going to build on it any further than that, because it seems like they give you kind of more of the subtle ones. But if we play Mass Effect 2, you guys are going to suddenly start seeing a little bit more detail about what goes on in indoctrination. So it's actually, that's what I like about 2 and 3, is they go a little bit more in depth to it. So, as per usual, we're going to run around the ship, basically talk to everybody, get an idea about what's going on, and then we will be heading back to the Citadel, and then see what goes on from there. So let's go ahead and just talk to everybody like usual, and we'll get started.
So close now. When we deliver everything, the Council will have to mobilize around us. It would be a fitting tribute to Ash if we were able to rally everyone together under the Council.
It's been a struggle, but we've earned their respect now.
And you've been at the forefront all the way from Akuz. I don't think anyone can stop you. I don't think I've ever met a woman like you.
You haven't had the easiest life, but I like the man it's made of you.
Please, Commander, you'll make me blush. Noble, Shepard. I want to follow through with this. It's tough keeping it separated from duty. But when the mission's complete, it'll be different. I hope you feel the same. Man.
That sounds nice. Careful. You'll distract me from saving the galaxy.
It'll take care of itself one of these days. Or nights. Shepard, you are hard to step away from. We'll get this done, Commander. The sooner the better.
Yeah, let me see.
Just trying to get a sense
I've
of...
wasted enough of your time for
Yeah,
now,
yep,
Commander.
that's right.
We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
And you can get kind of a little bit of an opinion on the Rachni Queen with him.
Any opinion on the
Which I kind of like.
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
I do kind of like Caden's response to that. It's kind of like, well, we weren't involved in it, so we don't really care about anything they were fighting with. But the Council races really hate the fact that you do it. I think the Asari counselors, I think I made mention yesterday, she kind of, if I remember right from what she says, is she's a little bit more neutral, but again, you can sense hostility between everybody for the Rachni Queen. They don't trust them at all.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
Oh.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
And you guys can kind of tell, pretty much we've reached the pinnacle of what all the conversations are going to end with. We will head downstairs, double check that there's nothing else I got to talk to with everybody. I think Rex, since we did his mission, I think he may not have much more to add. He might have a little bit. Garrus is a similar way. I do apologize about the coughing. The only bad thing about waking up in the morning is you feel like crap.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
Which one of you made it first?
It was a tie. I brought back his head. She got the rest of him. As far as I know, we both got paid. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what'd you do?
Well, I was going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it.
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
I do. I really do enjoy the story that Rex tells there. It's just the fact that is just like it makes it seem so larger than life. It's just unreal.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
But as I was saying, I do kind of like having Garrus and Rex both in here, because Garrus seems like he's more down to earth. He just lets his emotions get to him. Rex, on the other hand, is just kind of like the merc asshole of the group, but he's done so much stuff and he's pretty carefree about it. I do kind of like that if you keep him alive into Mass Effect 2 and 3, they actually make him more enjoyable to talk with, because he's just he's much lighthearted in those, in comparison to this, where they tried to make him seem more hard and trying to like close off his emotions. But even from that story, you kind of get an idea that he's seen a lot of shit.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
Although I don't think, yeah, Tully doesn't really have much else to
I
build
should
on.
go.
See you later.
Yeah, because I've always liked Rex. That's why I tried to keep him alive once I saw Mass Effect 2 and 3. Because he does play a pretty good role, so keeping him alive actually does give you a somewhat better ending. So I usually tell everybody, I recommend you trying to keep whoever you can alive. Although I will say this much, I've been considering if I wanted to record any of my Left 4 Dead 2 episodes, because there's a lot of mods on there, and I've been thinking about maybe I should record some of these campaign episodes and release them, but I'm like, no, I play with way too many mods to have fun. It's extremely hard to, yeah, I almost forgot, I gotta talk to Joker. I almost completely forgot that I just, like, there's some sound mods in there that will get me in trouble with YouTube, because they'll copyright me probably pretty good if they ever see it.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah, I'd rather take the cold. Corporations, though, unless you already up on the high echelon of crap, you're gonna get screwed. They love to screw you. Alright. If I remember right, I think this is going to take us straight back to the Citadel. That's why you want to do some of the other missions. You want to get every other mission you want done first, because I think as soon as I hit E, we're going straight there.
Forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander.
Called it.
We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his gap.
Joint species
I
my
knew they'd
ass.
Come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's gonna stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
So this is really where I'm going to start giving my opinions out with the Council and everything. So I wanted to get that first question in there just because I can ask that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I get the idea of putting blockades in through the mass relay networks. It can be effective to an extent, but you have no idea what the conduit is. They don't know if it's a super weapon. They don't know what it does. So if they come in here with, like, let's say it is a weapon, and it outmatches any other weapon that the galaxy as a whole has access to, why the hell are you blockading and not going there to stop it? Oh, we don't want to start a war with, as they sat there and said, they don't want to start a war with the Terminus systems because they sent a fleet in. And it's like, we don't want to send the fleet in because it'll risk a war. It's like, Why not just get in contact, I don't know, with some of the big wigs out there and just warn them, saying, hey, we're sending our fleet in, this guy's getting access to a super weapon, it's a threat to galactic peace, it's a risk to all galactic civilizations, we gotta go in and try to stop this, you can send your fleets in and support us, we don't give a damn, like, what the hell? And then you have the Turian councilman basically saying, you exploded a nuclear device on Vermeer. You don't know how to be subtle. It's like, and all I can think back in my mind is, wasn't that the Solarian STG force that did that? And I'm like, yeah, we just went along with it. So that wasn't even us who planned it. It was the Solarian councilman's special divisions force that did it. And I was like, there's so much you can argue for in this. And I wish games like would let players to have a little bit more control, because I would bullshit them out of everything. And again, and then the Asari Council member irritates the hell out of me when she says, requires a deft touch, and she acts like you are beneath her. I'm like, you couldn't do that with me. I'd be cursing people out. I'd know exactly what I'm talking about.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Master manipulator my ass. You three are the biggest manipulators of them all. You pretend like it's not a threat. I know what happens in Mass Effect. It don't even matter. I'd still, if I had my bullshit sense off, it'd already be ringing.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers. And then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
Well, and again, this is where it comes into play again. Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. Well, that's the thing, as we already had to point out, is we could go back to, if they actually went to Ferris and they grabbed the one Asari, she can make mention of the cipher, the different things that went on. Yes, is there a chance what she's saying is a lie? Yes. Always can be, always will be. But you got to take into account what she's saying. You have Shepard here sitting there saying, Sovereign is the bigger threat because it's a Reaper. Now they sit there and say, only if you've seen the Reaper, only in visions. Well, I have seen a ship. It has physically talked to me on a goddamn console, and it says it's going to kick all our asses. Do with what you will. I'm pretty sure most people take into account that, you know what, they went to the main base of Saren. There was a console that had access to Sovereign to be able to communicate effectively with them, and basically what it said is, I'm going to kill you all. At the very least, you think they would give these guys tools or something just to record some of this crap. Like, I would have been recording that goddamn audio. That's refutable, but I don't know. I wish they when this game came out, if it was like Mass Effect 2 and 3, the way you can speak, the way your character communicates, I think is a little bit more broadened and more opened. In this one, they kind of limit it on what you can say, even though there's a lot of facts and things you have personally seen that can countermand pretty much whatever the council is saying. Again, I get where they have the council set in this. They're basically the guys that they don't think there's much of a threat. They don't really care. It's only whenever it's too late is when they suddenly realize they were dead wrong.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than
I hate you,
worth.
Udina.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Also, I don't get where Udina acts like this. I think they make him appear a little bit too political. Because in my mind, I feel like, yeah, there are some humans that if, in this universe where they play it in, yeah, they'd play the political game to a God-given degree. But I feel like there's so much more that could be brought in out of that, because it's just like, why the hell is he, like, why does he go from supporting you all the way to being a total asshole? All he wants is more political power. Even if I was a member of the council, I would be like, I don't know why the hell he's not helping them. It's like, you should be supporting whomever your species is. You shouldn't give a damn about the other the other races in the galaxy at this point. It's like, you're still new. Yeah, you want to gain a little bit of power, you want to gain influence for humanity, but if this thing turns out to be much greater than what it is, I mean, humanity's going to be screwed no matter what.
Are you insane? After everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
I'd have thrown him off the damn pedestal.
Commander, are you alright? I'm sure there's a way to appeal. We're under Alliance authority, after all, not the Council.
Official channels are closed. They were quite clear about that.
Closed. And we're supposed to accept that. So where do you think the best view will be when the Reapers roll through? If we have to sit it out, may as well get a good seat.
We're out of the game for now. I need you to be there while I figure things out.
You know you can count on me, or any of the crew, Commander.
Come on, Caden. I can get a salute from anyone on this ship. Sometimes I need a shoulder.
Yeah, I always leave a way out. You know that. I'm here for you, but we're in a rough spot, and the last thing I want to do is muddy things. Like it's all that clear to start with. Are we the pride of the fleet or not? Are we valued agents or just peons?
Can't just pull out a good old-fashioned, it'll be alright, can you?
It's that easy, huh? Okay then. Everything will be fine, Shepard. You'll figure it out.
That wasn't so hard, now was it?
I could get used to it. I guess we have some downtime to figure out what we are, huh?
Too close. What did you screen
Sorry
rape?
to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Good job, Joker. You're the best. I'll have to watch that crap.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Well, I guess you better go then.
You know, I also didn't consider this, but theoretically, I'm going to have to pick a point where that, and I'll figure it out when it gets there. So, in the case of this, we actually have a couple choices we could take. Caden, Liara, Rex, Garrus, Tali. In the case of this, I'm going to be bringing Caden and Rex with me. They'll be with me for the rest of the game. I don't like Liara too much, bringing her along. She's really strong in biotics, but that's about it. In case of Garrus, Garrus has the combat, but we already have access to the tech. So I don't really need double up on tech. Same thing with Tali. You guys notice I never use her in this game. And it's mainly because she's just a focus on tech. It's like, the only reason you bring her along is if you want different conversations to go on, you want different opinion. As far as I'm concerned, Caden and Garrus kind of meet that in-between needs for tech that you actually want. Electronics, decryption, that's all you need between them, so I rarely take her with me. So we're going to take Rex for combat, and then Caden because he does it well, and all the other factors.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
It's kind of the same thing if you have Ashley stay alive. If you decide to keep her alive, you kind of focus more solely on if your character's combat, she's combat, you double up on it, and then you pretty much bring Garrus with you everywhere because he meets the other needs that you need.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
I don't think I can actually talk to them now. Not while the elevator's going. Yeah, the other thing I really enjoyed is every time you get on these elevators, well, not every time, but some of the times you get on, they do provide little updates about what's going on in different systems and planets that you've actually visited. And then we gotta talk to her
Commander
right here.
Shepard?
The other thing is while we're here, we're actually gonna go ahead and do like a couple other minor missions, and then I'm actually going to stop the recording. And then we will continue on. I'll make another episode. We'll do pretty much all of Ilos. Once we get done, I don't know. I'll have to make a decision on that because I don't really want to break. I don't know. I'll have to consider it when we get to that point. So let's just continue.
Khaleesa been seen in Al Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
No.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
That horribly textured robot.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
Also, this comes into play again with the persuasion, and then you're intimidating. So again, especially in this interview, you do get access to a couple of these things, which is pretty neat. In case of this, we're just going to keep going with the Paragon choice.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research concern on Noveria?
I'm afraid I can't discuss the details of my missions.
So you were there on a mission from the Council? That's very interesting. Given your recent experiences, do you think humanity will ever get the respect it deserves from the galactic community?
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it. The truth is, respect is earned, and I firmly believe we can earn it.
You're an idealist, Commander, but a sincere one. I hope you're right. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
In the case of this, whenever you finished this interview with her, you do get in contact with Admiral Hackett, in which case he will either he gives you several options about how this interview went. So you can either come off as a complete asshole, he might say you give up too information, or you can try to limit it and say you did a great job. So in the case of this, I'm actually going to choose I can't confirm or deny that, because it does play into effect.
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Crazy bitch. Alright, so we have to go. I gotta remember where the hell it's at. Would it be near the flux? We will go to the Med Clinic because it's that good in between area. I'm going to see if I can find where another. Oh yeah, I think she's over here. I might have just lucked out. She might be over here. I don't remember. Yeah, there she is.
No blood for aliens.
Excuse me. You're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard.
I remember him.
It is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
What?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
Because they have bigger guns?
If they have bigger guns, we should increase military spending. Instead, we sign away our right to defend ourselves with treaties.
I like the way you think.
I'll get into my opinions because I have never talked to this guy before, and I like what he talks about because it does get into play with what we deal with now.
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
I don't know terra firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences, politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a good theory, but these people are making it sound like a racial issue.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
How's that a racial issue? That isn't race. That'd be a species issue, but it wouldn't be a racial issue. I don't get how that plays into play. Racial issue would be if all of a sudden all the white people on Earth started beating the crap out of the black people on Earth, or vice versa. I mean, that's not racial. I don't get why they made I don't know why they made Caden say that. That doesn't make any sense. That's weird.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
It's not racist.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
But that's not racist. At least in my opinion, I don't think it is. Would it? Racist would be if you are of one race, of one species, telling another part of your race that they're lesser than you because of the color of your skin, or they're too stupid because of their skin color. And the fact that it's a species issue. I don't think race plays a role in that, unless they have a different terminology of what race is. I don't know. That's just weird.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time.
Oh, screw you.
We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
Yeah, and then we kicked their ass.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Although I will say this much: I don't support the guy to an extent, but I guess I can kind of agree with a few things he sits there and says. It's your species. Focus on you, not like everybody else. Like, humanity's got to focus on supporting humanity first. If people live on our planets and they do a lot, then yeah, let's support them, but only within our realm of influence. I think once we get out of our sphere of influence, it's kind of let them deal with their own damn problems.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm a journalist investigating corruption on the Citadel. You recently took down a man named Fist, reportedly a member of some sort of organized crime ring. Did you find any evidence in his office? Is there anything you can share with me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Alright, that's fun. Alright, that was really the only other mission I really wanted to do here. There is an Asari here we can talk to, and basically I just refused it, but her mission, but I'm not too worried about it. Those are the only one I wanted to, that was really the only one I wanted to do, and I didn't see that other guy. But again, it comes into the fact that should humanity sign these peace treaties, is it peace in our time? Well, not in retrospect. As far as I can sit there and see, it seems like most of the species here are living pretty peacefully. It's not like all of a sudden you have like the Turians or the Asari or the Solarians being like the main superpower, and you're giving away all your rights to just one species. you should have a military as the Alliance has, but you shouldn't be expecting that a giant war. You should be prepared for one, but at the same time, you can't just give that as an excuse as to why you're going to, I don't know, just completely. Actually, is it the Flux? Flux. I say. I get it. I mean, I get the theory. But I think they make the guy seem a little bit too crazy, in my opinion. I don't really support whatever the hell he's doing. But I don't know. The opinion in having that guy being political like that's just weird because it just makes me remember our politics.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help
this
from
guy's
somebody
crazy.
with humanity's interests at heart.
He talks way too fast. I'm wondering if they actually got somebody to do drugs before they made him talk for this guy.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Look at that calm.
Of course, right to business.
And
That's
crazy.
why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
This guy kind of gets into the same addict thing that comes into most people. Like, it's like, oh, I'll just use it one more time, and then this will be the last time I'll get treatment. It's like, if you can focus on getting him the help, he'll actually go and do it.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Oh wait, there is actually one more mission I gotta go hurry up and do.
You should be careful.
There's actually a person called Rita.
Sorry.
We'll do it before I actually get, because that's a good place to stop.
What can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before
Let's actually run back there real quick. I nearly forgot.
Hey, good to see another human.
I see you have a human bouncer. You figure they would have grabbed Krogan or something to do that. Alright, so we're actually going to go ahead and do this mission real quick. I actually completely forgot about it. I kind of like doing it because I think it might have a small role to play into Mass Effect 2. I don't really think it does, but it's a nice little mission. And then whenever we get done with it, we will go to... we will go back to talk to Captain Anderson back at the Flux. Once we're done with that, I will stop the recording and then restart it up again.
Just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Tough girl.
Idiotic.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What was that about?
I guess we better go find out.
It's kind of ironic that you walk right into a table from that direction. It's funny you just sit there and see his legs splayed over it. Alright, so that's actually the other one I forgot. So let's go back here. We'll go back to CSEC. I gotta remember where the hell that guy is. I think he's gonna be upstairs in CSEC if I remember correctly. I want to say I'll be right on this. I could be wrong. Please say I'm right. I don't want to have to walk all the way back here just to walk all the way down again. And he should be... No, he's not there.
Detective Chen.
There he is.
No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always playing the angles, Detective?
It's part of the job. Now are you gonna help me or not?
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Core's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Oh, another level up. In case of this, I think I'm going to do what I already said I was going to do, which is go up in combat armor. So I actually do have access to 2 more levels. I think they made level 60 the max. So if I theoretically get the rest of the points, it's just going to go to this. I get master boost. Kane should have access to 2 of them. Let's do this. Rex, though, he's got access to 2 points. The question is just which one to put him on. Assault rifles probably would be good. We could probably use it on warp. Yeah, let's just put it towards warp. That's good enough. I don't think he really uses the other ones. None of the really some of the biotic powers you actually get access to actually don't matter to anything. Like barrier is good. Adds more barrier to your shield that absorbs damage. That's actually pretty good. Stasis, but it makes them immune. So it's like you only use this as an emergency. Like you got somebody you can't defeat that easy, so you kill the lesser guys. Warp's good. Throws decent. Shield boost, of course, is great. Immunity's great. Neural shocks, is it sits there and says it stuns organic enemies for a moment, so it's good for them. Overload's good against shields. I don't know. I usually don't use them too much. I don't care enough. Right, so we gotta hit this way. Now, if I remember, he says it's in the market, so as long as we head to Core's den, that's where we should find it at. Ah, damn it, wrong way. We actually want to go this way. I think he should be right around where we met the Solarian in a previous episode. Yep, there's Jax.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods. That looks about right. Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Alright, simple deal. They got what they wanted, I got what I wanted. Now we're gonna go back to CSEC. And we gotta go talk to Chelik once again. Once we're done with that, I think we can go back to Flux where that girl's sister, Jenna, is gonna be located at now. He should be right here. There we go.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. I appreciate your help. It shows a lot of integrity. You didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
So I'm not too sure why the hell that guy's voice keeps going out. Like, you guys might be able to tell a little bit through his voice that, like, it's like a normal speak, and then it gets, like, seems like it gets a little higher and goes a little bit faster. So I don't know if maybe that's an audio glitch, or maybe that was just a thing that BioWare overlooked. Kind of funny either way. So again, we're going to go back to Flux. Once we get here, we should be able to talk to Captain Anderson, and then we just go ahead and we can finish the game off, but this is actually something that'll pop up too.
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Dorian didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
And yet here you are, cheater.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
No.
I think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
It's like playing blackjack and any other thing that involves in gambling. You know, wherever you go, whatever casino, the people who play it, whoever is the owner of it, makes it to where you will always damn lose. No matter what you do, you will lose this. And it's so funny that people still play it.
There's more. Yeah, there always is.
They're designed to not let you win. You're just supposed to not
Hey,
win.
Jenna came back looking for work. Thanks for getting her out of Cora's den.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
You don't sound too happy.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
So it's been kind of hilarious sitting there seeing it that way. I think he actually can talk to her. I don't know where she's at though. But it's really funny because it's just like, you know, you're not supposed to win these damn things. These are designed to make you lose. It doesn't matter what you are doing. You are designed to never win. If you win, you're incredibly lucky. You never test your luck. If you get, it's like playing the slots. You win in slots and you get a bunch of money, don't play anymore. Don't play anymore, just leave with the money you got. God gave you a goddamn gift. Use it.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
Use whatever you gain from that and go play games. Don't play them anymore, just relax, enjoy them winnings. You go in with 100, you walk out with 1,000, you won.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you gonna get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Alright. So as far as I'm concerned, I think you can do this, where you have him decide.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Alright, so this is the final mission. The moment you sit there and say not yet or ready, if you hit ready, there's no going back. To this point, you can't do any other missions that you may or may not have on the Citadel. It basically sets you for the end game. So as far as I'm concerned, we're going to end this recording here. I think it's been going on for a fair bit of time. As I was saying before, when I get this said and done with, I'm going to be starting the next part of it. When I was talking earlier, I wasn't too sure where I want to stop the next one at. Ilos suffers from a major problem in the fact that it's actually a pretty long mission. The other problem I'm going to be dealing with is that I'm going to be basically cutting out the one scene that I made mention of originally. That scene is not going to be in this damn game. If you guys want to find it online, go watch it, do whatever the hell you want. I'm going to be skipping through it if I can. Also, I haven't decided where on Ilos I'm going to be cutting the footage off at. I'm probably going to have to see what time it is when I start it. Because basically from completing Ilos until the point we got to get to is actually pretty long. So I'll have to see when we get to that point where I'm going to stop it at. Because there's actually a bit of stuff on Ilos I want to talk about when we get there. Because it's a lot of stuff that's fun to talk about and get people's ideas on. So if you guys have been enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And of course, have a very wonderful day, guys. And thank you ever so much for watching these videos. Thank you.